to Kevin or Sam or Leonard if they're in the building, and if you guys could just give everybody an update on what's been happening.
Yeah, so I'm not sure that Sam's here, but the state of play is, it's released 9.0. That was done several days ago. We're busy putting together all the final details for the Genesis file. There are a few changes that the Civics Committee wanted for the Constitution. These fairly small changes, but they meant we also had to change changes to the guardrails script, for example. So we're just incorporating those changes. We've got all of the interim Constitution Committee member hashes in the Genesis file. We're checking through the final parameter settings at this point in time. So everything's looking good. It's all looking green. We're just not quite ready at this point in time to release 9.1.0. But I think it will be done in the next day or so. And Leonard, you're saying that we've completed the QA for DB Sync. So we have a DB Sync version released, which is capable of dealing with 9.0.
Exactly.
Cool.
I think that enables David. So I just want to make sure that we explicitly call that out and ensure there's nobody else waiting on something relating to 9.00, at least from the development perspective.
So just on the 9.0, yeah, so we have started work on GraphQL and Rosetta against 9.0. If you go into the repos, you'll see a new branch open in relation to that. So most of the work has been done and hasn't been released. When I spoke to the developer, though, he did say he would wait until 9.1 was available because he was waiting for a valid Conway file to do the final upgrade. So I suppose whenever 9.1 is available, then we'll finish off tidying that up and bump it to 9.1 for Rosetta and GraphQL.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks, David.
Thanks, David. So let's move on to testing. Testing. I don't know whether Sandeep or Martin, if you're available to give us an update.
Hello. Yeah, I'm here. So from point of view of my team, we are currently focusing on upgrade testing, which means testing the hard fork itself and also testing the updates to the cost models, Plutus V1 and Plutus V3 as well, and yeah, adding the coverage, running the test on every releases and the usual stuff. And there are no issues, no new issues, no blockers.
Thanks, Martin. Sandeep?
Yeah, last week we were focused on guardrail testing. We have done the test. I can also share some screenshots on that.
If you'd like to share this, go ahead.
We've done some tests on the guardrail. So far, everything seems to be green. We are doing some more tests on that. So far, there are no outstanding issues on the guardrail script, so that's good. Other than that, we also did some performance test on our own. There's also no issues. Last time we heard from Kevin about up to million, 100,000 and million mass delegate to Epstein. Those are all good. We also extended our little bit further to 10K. That seems all fine, but with additional scenarios. So all good on that aspect. We will continue on the guardrail testing, and the wallet testing will continue next. So that would be on the next week.
Thanks for that, Sandeep. Nice segue into wallets as well. So Ryan, if you want to give your update.
So I just want to follow up with Sandeep. Expect some very small changes on the guardrail script. They were just pushed last night, this morning. This is reflecting the changes that the parameter committee had agreed with the Civics Committee. I'll point you at those in the chat.
Great. We will rerun the test, and we should find out to be failing. And we'll update the test on that. Great, thank you.
Cool. I can give the wallets update. So first of all, apologies, I missed last week's call. I was traveling for the ICC training. First of all, I've got a change request in to refactor all of the wallets, how the wallet statuses are shown on the knowledge base page, and it should now align with how the rest of it's shown. I don't know if it got merged in yet, Lewis. Additionally, I sent out a survey yesterday evening to wallets that I didn't know statuses for, as well as all of the wallets I did know statuses for. So just to confirm things, so far I've had 5 responses back, and it aligns with the statuses I've already shown on the GitHub page. So that's great. I've just before this call, I sent a very long, detailed message on a hardware wallets update. There's a link on Slack if you're in the Slack. To summarize, Ledger have released Cardano app 7.1.1, which includes the Conway feature set for Ledger Nano S Plus, Ledger Nano X, Ledger Stacks devices, but crucially, and this is the key point, not for Ledger Nano S. So Ledger Nano S is the older model, which was discontinued around a year ago. There was an issue with building the new app version for this device. So the team made the decision to go ahead with releasing the new Cardano Ledger app for all the other devices except Ledger Nano S. And they're going to start investigating the issues around that from yesterday in their new PI. This means that Ledger Nano S users will be able to continue using existing third-party wallet integrations. So like if you have Ledger Nano S, you can't update to Conway support, but you can continue to receive and send transactions like under Babbage. But crucially, you won't be able to like delegate to DReps or anything like that until this issue is resolved. And I gave the links to Slack there for what I've just said, but written up. Feel free to comment there.
Nice one, Ryan. Thank you. So obviously David's given his update. Is anybody on the call to talk about the Constitution at all? Mark, Michael, update?
Before we move on, guys, sorry, just for those that aren't aware, we did do a wallet 9.0 release, so that is out there. So again, once 9.1 is available, we'll bump it to 9.1. I know there's been a couple of funny bugs highlighted. It looks like one of them is on the latest version of Mac OS 15, which is a beta version. There's been some issues and stuff, so I suppose that's just something we'll need to be mindful of whenever that becomes out of beta, whether it's something on Apple's that they need to fix or whether it's something that we need to do, but the release is out there.
Thanks a lot, David. Thanks. Mark, do you want to go next? And I think Sam's just entered the building as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure there's a lot to add beyond Kevin's update. So the final changes to the interim constitution text have been with Kevin and the committee credentials in order to complete the Genesis file is with Kevin as well. So beyond that, there's not a lot else. We had the interim committee training last week, so the committee members are prepped and ready to go to be able to undertake their operational function once we do go live with the hard fork. So that was really positive last week, but beyond that I don't think there's much more to update that's related to Chang.
No worries. Thanks, Mark. Thank you for that. Sam, I don't know whether there's anything that you would like to update the group on at all. I know you've just entered the call, but is there anything that you would like to update everybody on this call?
I'm sure Kevin probably covered it already, but the Genesis files are published. Parameters are in process of being reviewed. The cold credentials for the script hashes for mainnet are done. Pre-prod is waiting on one more from Emergo. They said they should have that in the next hour or so for me. The pull request on Node to basically force requiring a Conway Genesis on 9.1.0 is currently running in CI right now. Right now things are looking really good in that regard, and we should be able to cut 9.1.0 here pretty soon.
Great. Let us know when that's done, Sam. That would be great.
Yeah,
Yep.
we just need to be slightly cautious and triple check everything, of course.
Absolutely. More
Yes.
people looking at those files before I merge that PR, the better. So if everyone wants to take a minute out of their day to look at the PR, I can drop it in the chat here. IOHK next. That's the wrong one. Yeah, there's the
Right.
link in the chat. Anyone wanting to review that and point out any issues they see with it, please do.
Thanks, Sam. Ryan?
Yeah, just a question there. So is 9.1 going to be bundled with the mainnet Genesis, with the mainnet configs, or is there going to be like 9.1 dash mainnet dash pre-prod, etc.? How do the versions look?
And say that again.
So 9.1 is bundled with the correct Genesis, as you've just shared in this PR, for the mainnet config. Is this also include?
That'll include preview and pre-prod too.
Okay. So it's like 9.1 has all of the updated Genesis for each network. Understood.
I have not put the Genesis hashes in for preview and pre-prod in case they need more changes and whatnot. The only reason I put the hash in for mainnet right away was so CI could run and basically validate that everything looked good. So far, everything's looking pretty good on it. So.
And what's the status on preview, Sam? When are we expecting to fork that?
After 9.10 is out, then we tell people to upgrade, and at some point we pull the plug. So maybe later this week.
If people on preview don't upgrade, you still have full control of all the stakes, so you can withdraw your stake, and the network will keep running, right?
Yeah, I have plenty of stake on there.
Yeah, but I think you only delegate 90% of the stake there is probably going through the faucet, which you can then withdraw if they don't produce blocks after X time.
I think I still have 20 billion stakes sitting in an enterprise address I can pull from.
Cool.
Right. I don't know where. Oh, Ryan again.
Sorry, yeah. I'm just looking at these this PR, Sam. What's the rationale behind using different committee expirations? I'm sorry, term lengths for pre-prod versus mainnet?
For preview versus mainnet?
No, mainnet has expiry. Sorry, term lengths of 580 epochs, and it seems that pre-prod has 229. So
there's not a rationale for that. That will be updated.
I can leave a comment.
Yeah.
I think the term length should be 146 maximum, right? Sorry.
Maybe. Oh, wait. Is the number shown here the expiration epoch, perhaps?
Yeah, if you're looking at the script hashes, that's the expiration epoch.
Got it. My bad.
So I did approximately a year from now.
Yeah. So it's the current plus the expiration. Understood. Cool.
So, guys, I don't know whether you can still see my screen, but I just want to thank all of you for. Sorry. Oh, you cannot.
We cannot.
Let me just share it again. Share it again. Here we are. Yeah, I just wanted to thank everyone for helping input to this readiness page. There's been a lot of work being done on this page over the past week or so. I just want to remind you guys, if you do have any updates to add to your relevant areas, please do message myself or Leonard, and we'll be able to review and make the changes on this page. But it's looking good. And I just wanted to thank you guys for giving us all the information. There is going to be some comms that will be going out soon in terms of socializing this information. So I'll keep you guys posted on that as well. Mikhail.
Can you scroll up again to the environments? Because that looks weird to me. Why are we saying pre-prod is ready? And the date for preview says in progress, 21st of July, which is 2 days ago.
Yeah, so this is not Mikhail, this is a static page, so it's
Okay.
not, we do have to keep on looking at the information and then updating it as we go along. So yes, they will be updated as and when we get the information.
But I guess you update it if something happens, and on preview, nothing happened yet. On pre-prod, nothing happened yet. So why are we saying ready and in progress on things that haven't happened yet? Like, I think when Sam says we're going to do a hard fork, then on preview, then we can manually change this. Before that, I don't think it makes sense. But that's my opinion, of course.
Good point. Good point. So how would you like to show this? That's the point for everybody to.
I have just one opinion. I don't want to push up my opinion to everybody, but it should resemble the truth. And yeah, Sam, please correct me if I'm wrong, but it's not presenting the truth now.
Yeah, I have no idea what it means by ready versus in progress in there. That's kind of confusing.
So
I
I
probably
let's just
like.
let's
Sorry,
just qualify one thing. So ready means it's done, and in progress means it's not done. So we spoke.
So how is
and
pre-prod
you
done though?
Told me that that SanchoNet was on 9.0, and all we need to do here is why don't we just walk through it and correct it? So let's do it really quickly. Is SanchoNet on node 9.0?
Yes.
On Conway.
Yes.
So that means it's ready. Okay. Let's just move on to the
pre-prod's
next
the only
row.
one that's wrong there in there.
Okay, so let's correct it. So what is preview on 9.0?
Preview is on
Yeah,
node
Sam?
9.0, but it is not forked into Conway.
Okay, so it's on Babbage.
Yeah.
Okay, I can change
And in
that.
progress,
so
it's not in
Babbage
progress,
is-
right? It's still not started because.
Yeah. Well, no, he said it's on 9.0 and it's Babbage and it's ready. Isn't that correct, Sam?
Maybe ready, scheduled, in progress.
Scheduled makes sense.
Scheduled.
But the date is empty because we don't know the date yet, right?
Okay, all right. We're talking about the preview, right? Correct.
Yeah,
Let's correct it as we go because it's a good opportunity. So let's call it scheduled. Let's move on to the next one. Okay. Now,
I'm sorry,
if
I
it's
got to go
scheduled,
back to
then we
my
have a
class.
date. Okay. So we'll correct this, guys, and come back. We'll get it refreshed with Sam by end of day. But a good call out. Let's get it right. David Clark.
Yeah, just a quick one for you. I just wanted to confirm. So in relation to Cardano Explorer that we have at the moment, my understanding is that will need to be bumped or updated to support the hard fork. It will need to be bumped to support GraphQL once we have GraphQL out. And as I said earlier, we have most of that work done. Once node 9.1 is there, we'll finalize GraphQL. But I'm just curious to know if that is actually in hand, whether there's someone lined up on the IOHK side to actually bump that. I know in the past Reese has done it and his team has done it in the past, but I just wanted to make sure.
I spoke to him, David. Yeah, the answer is they will take care of it.
Perfect, excellent. Okay, that's what I thought. I just wanted to confirm. Thanks.
But I will make sure that it's not just me saying it. I did chat to him 2 days ago, and I will double down on it. Okay.
Well, he'll be waiting for us to release GraphQL, and as I said, we'll bump that to 9.1 immediately. So once that's done, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure we people lined up. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. No, welcome. Thank you.
Thanks. So once again, if there's any information on this link, on this readiness page that's out of date or needs updating, please Slack myself or Slack Leonard, and we will make the changes which is needed for the page to make sure that the information is up to date. Is there any other questions or anything else anybody wants to update us on or let us know about?
Did we address the question Ruslan had raised? Sorry, Ruslan, did we answer your question? We did, I think.
I think we did.
Sure. Thank
Okay, we'll take. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, Kevin. Go.
Yeah, it's worth mentioning the Q&A session last week, Lewis. So we had, I think, about 20 or so people on the call. We highlighted the changes that people would need to make for DATs with all the Plus V1, V3, etc. changes. So it would be good to get that pushed out into the community to make sure that everyone knows about that.
Thanks, Kevin. Sandeep?
Thank you. Maybe a little bit that could be adding to Kevin's point. We have also prepared a migration guide. Just finished it today. Maybe I can share that with you, and then that can also be shared together. We have also shown how the script size can be reduced with lazy loading and others, and comparing with V1, V2, V3. That has quite significant difference in the script size and the fees. So the way of doing does matter in terms of the fees. I think that could be useful.
Yeah, what we're expecting, Sandeep, is the fees to generally be lower, except where people are using reference scripts. We're not sure how that's going to balance out. So there might be lower fees from the normal script execution cost. But if people haven't been paying any fees for reference scripts, they will start to pay them from Conway.
Yeah, that too. And few other ways, like lazy loading, that does help. If previously people were not doing that, then that has a chance in the script size and the fees. So different aspects of looking at it, and the migration. I think that is important from the DApp perspective. We have used NFT Marketplace as a reference DApp for representing that case. That could be useful for the community to upgrade their dApps, at least considering the fees and the script size in context.
Yes, this is absolutely worth calling out, because this is probably going to affect most DApp developers. So this previous upgrades, people could basically coast through them, but with this one, they're really going to have to pay attention to some extent.
Thanks. Marcus, I will update your calendar invite. I just got your message now, so I will update that for you. Any other updates, guys? Anything else that we need to cover up before we end the call? Silence is golden. All right, we'll get some time back. Once again, always a pleasure, guys. Until next week. If you can join the Q&A on Thursday, that would be great as well. If you have any other questions. Have a nice day, guys. Take care.
Everyone.
Cheers, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.